subject at hand. We've got to set it up though. Porn. It is addicting. Girls, boys, young men, young women, older men, older women, everyone that views it for any period of time is sucked into it. And it becomes an addiction. It becomes something that you feel compelled to watch. If we backtrack all the way, where does it come from? Why is it that we feel that this is something we must do? Especially, you know, I'm here talking to Wisdomteethinger age people. Not that anything's wrong with y'all older people. It's all right, you know. We're talking to Wisdomteethingers, teen to early 20s. Why is it so attractive to you? Why are you compelled and drawn towards pornography? I'm not monetized, so I'm gonna use the word. If they ding me for using the full word, it is what it is. We're gonna use it. Let's go through them. I have 5 reasons why. Number 1, curiosity. This is a time in your life where you're naturally curious about sex and sexuality. And porn puts it out there. It's just bam, 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 bam. There's no hiding it. There's no figuring out what needs to happen. It's all there for you to see, and your curiosity draws you to it. Some of the times, for a lot of you, you may not even have any idea that what is going on. For many of you, this would have been the first time you see a naked female form or a naked male form, and it's curious. You are naturally wired for sex and sexuality. And when you pair it with being a teenager, when the hormones are raging and are developing, and you're developing your secondary sexual characteristics, and this is the next phase of your life. You're not a child anymore. You're moving into a phase where you can reproduce and even make more humans. Then you're curious. You're naturally curious as to what is it all about, and porn has it blatantly right there in front of you. It's a curiosity thing. And what happens, you see one thing, and then you see another, and then you see another. Oh, what's behind door number 2? How about door number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Before you know it, you're at door number 100. Curiosity done killed you, just like it done killed a cat. And we've talked about some of the effects of porn before, but I will hit on some of the things that it can do for you, which is not good later on. Okay, it's like watching a public hanging. You don't want to do that. Some people are struggling humans, and they have sold their soul to be a porn star. All their smiles are fake. Number 2, it's highly addicting. If you go back in the library of Wisdomteethinger videos, you had seen I did a review on dopamine and porn. Well, basically, it's just the pleasure centers of the brain are lit up like a light when you view these, because that's sex is meant to be pleasurable. It's meant to be enjoyed between a husband and a wife, and y'all are supposed to enjoy it. And it stimulates the pleasure centers. With porn, it's like the crack of sex. It's, you know, before, yeah. Okay. Can I talk to you all? Can I talk to you? Okay. This is what happened. You know, you had the poppy plant, and in certain countries, people will actually just chew on the leaf of the poppy plant. And is that opium or cocoa? Cocoa, the cocoa leaf. They'll chew on it and they get that little zing. Okay, this is how they live their life in South America, in the mountains where they grow cocaine, the cocoa plant. Then people learn to process it, and it's turned into cocaine. cocaine, next level high, you get that zap instead of the little zap that you'd get from chewing on the cocoa leaf and get a little thing. Now you get a zap. Then next stop, they discovered, oh no, if we boil it down and cut it and do all these different things to it, we can even make it more concentrated. And it's like zap. That's called crack. And that is what porn has done to sex. It has taken it from sex, enjoyable, connection, a pure activity that a husband and wife does within the confines of marriage where it's sacred. It's taken it to and you just go after it. And before long, your brain is just craving that that you get from watching people do the strangest things. I mean, I'm gonna admit to you all, I have seen some like porn magazines back way back in the day. There was some downstairs neighbor, older brother. He had some magazines, and we'd sneak down there and look at it, and it just always felt disgusting and intriguing at the same time. It kept drawing you back just because of that dopamine. Our body is naturally wired to be stimulated by sexual activity, now is overstimulated by the sheer volume, the sheer crackishness of what is presented in porn. It's highly addicting. You're drawn to it, and before you know it, you're led further on down the road of pornography. We're talking about why people watch porn, and not just people, why teenagers. Number 3, parents. It's always the parents' fault. No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, literally, there are some parents that feel there's absolutely nothing wrong with porn, and they watch it with their kids, in front of their kids, when their kids there, not there. It doesn't matter. There are some parents that feel that it's all good. They obviously have not followed it all the way to the end to what could happen with their children. They just lose parents, and that's what they're into, and they feel almost like they cannot be a contradiction. Like, I can't watch it and then tell my kid not to. They have it playing all the time. Some of the parents actually are the ones to introduce it to their children. You've heard those stories. Here, son, take this magazine into your room, and or here, daughter, here. People do that. Believe it or not, people do that. Parents have sucked you into that porn lifestyle. Is that the word? I'm going to use the lifestyle. Okay, there's 3 parents. Number 4, advertising. It's a slow boil since you're young to really see more, wanting to see more and more and more. It may start off with the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and they may have a girl like go swimming. It's not a big deal. She's going swimming, and she has on her bikini. And then later on you're on Nick at Night or Nickelodeon, you may have a more womanly woman in her bikini or just dancing very provocatively. And it just escalates with each time. And with each time, you become more desensitized and wanting more and more and more. And after a while, you're like, girl in bikini, I've been seeing that since I was a kid. I need more. It's advertising. It is naturally, its purpose is being fulfilled. The porn industry is quite in partnership with a lot of these advertising. I can't prove it. I can't send you no document, but you can't tell me they're not. Especially when you have everything is just has sexual undertones to it like that. They want to get you trapped in it. And actually, number 5 is no different. Number 5 is Hollywood and music. The movies they portray, the music that is sung is so very sexually explicit. It's almost instructional. Who needs a sex ed book when you got the little baby in them writing a whole song? You got Miley in them. They have the lyrics laid out for you. You don't have to worry about it because it's instructional. Music and the movies. This is outside the movies, of course, outside of the porn industry. Regular day-to-day movies that we're watching that, it don't even have no, what is it? What was that show that I was watching? What is it? Was it Finding Nemo? One of them shows. Just totally baby kid cartoony shows had sexual innuendos in it. You didn't get it maybe when you were a kid, but it was planted there as advertising to desensitize you. Hollywood and the music industry, they want you to get addicted to porn. They want it to be the next step. Nobody can't tell me no different. I can't point to no paper. I'm saying, prove me wrong. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Prove it to me. I ain't wrong. Because they don't want nothing good for y'all. Number 6, jealousy. Now, you're like, jealousy? What do you mean by that, Dr. Nice? This is what I'm saying. There's a verse in the Bible says, let no man despise your youth. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are jealous of your youth. And they will find any way to make sure that they destroy you. I've talked about it before. It's the craziest thing. They're trying to sell you something as a customer, and at the same time, they're trying to kill you off as a customer. They know what the end goal of these things. They know that when you get caught up in pornography, you won't be able to have a valuable relationship with another human being, another sexual relationship, because you'll never be satisfied. You will never get that hit from just a regular hi wife, hi husband. It's not going to do it because it's not designed that way. They know that you'll not be able to have a satisfying relationship. They know that you'd waste a lot of your time just watching this, waste a lot of your money just watching these things, investing so much of yourself to the point that your own life is become a shell or a shadow of itself simply because you're so wrapped up in pornography. And there's some people that actually do it by design because they're against you as a young person. They want to destroy you. They know that you're curious about sex, and they plant these things in a way that it will suck you in. It's a jealousy thing because they're envious of your youth. They have moved on and become old, and you're young now. How is that possible? No. We must destroy you because you're a teenager and we're older. And when I say we, not me, Dr. D Nice is here to hip you to the game. There are people out there that are absolutely jealous of your youth and will find anything to take you down. Jealousy, that's another reason why you get caught up in pornography, because the jealous person sets a trap to get you and destroy your life. Not because you're jealous of the porn star where you watch it. No. It's because somebody is jealous of you and they set traps so you can get caught up in pornography. They do all kinds of things to suck you into that foolishness. Friends. Number 7, the last one is friends. This is a time in your life where friends are important to you. Your peer group is now becoming your voice of reason. This is a time when you're young, your frontal lobe, prefrontal cortex is still developing, usually it develops till you're age 25. And in the meantime, the action and consequences is not as is not you're still working on that connection between actions and consequences. And as a protective mechanism, having a large friend group should help you to make better decisions, because for real, two heads are better than one. Y'all both come together and equal a whole brain, because your brain is still developing. Hopefully one of y'all will be like, yeah, no, we shouldn't do that. We're like, okay, well, I won't, because you know, you get what I'm saying. Anyhow, if your friends though are like, porn is it, you go over their house to visit, like, oh, I found this really cool channel, we need to watch it. Or I found this really cool Instagram, whatever. I snuck out my parents' Pornhub account, and you gotta see this. This is so good. Yes, your friends suck you into it, and before you know it, you're down that road. You're out there fiending. It's fiending for porn because your friend have sucked you in. It's an age-old story. A lot of kids, you get sucked into things because of your friends. Before the school year starts every year, I tell my boys, y'all know I have 3 boys, I tell them, find good friends. Plain and simple. You pick good friends and you have pretty much won the growing up lottery. You pick bad friends and yeah, I'll sit back and watch what becomes of you. I'm sorry. But you, Dr. D Nice, have told you, pick good friends. So those are some of the overall reasons why you get wrapped up into pornography. And, I know I can say, don't do it. And you're like, oh, whatever, because you're a teenager, or you think you're invincible. Oh, it doesn't matter. I just try. Famous last words. Stay away from it. There are lots of other ways to enjoy your young life, to go out, do other things. This is not something to get yourself caught up into. It's crack. And crack kills. Crack is whack. It's the crack of sex. You